Good morning, dear kids. Today I am taking a new chapter, that is chapter 10, circles. In that we will first learn about tangent. Now what is tangent? In geometry, the tangent is a line to a plane curve. Sorry. So if I am taking this curve and if I am putting a line which is touching this curve at one point, it just touches this curve at a point, one point, then this line will be called as a tangent. तो अगर किसी सर्कल पे उसके कर्व पे एक लाइन है जो पास हो रही है उसको सिंगल पॉइंट से इंटरसेक्ट टच करके then it will be called as its tangent. Clear? Okay. Now let's read the question here. It says, how many tangents can a circle have? Now in a circle I can take many infinite tangents coming to the circle. ठीक है, क्योंकि a circle itself is made up of infinite points. तो हर एक point पे एक tangent draw हो सकता है ना बेटा. So it can go infinite tangents. So you will write infinite tangents. Infinite tangents. Clear? And if you want to write the reason, you can write a circle is made up of infinite points. ठीक है, since there are infinite points on the circumference, infinite tangents can be drawn. So you can write reason also. Okay, let's see with next. We have some fill-ups here. A tangent to a circle intersect in dash point. How many points a tangent will intersect a circle? Only one point. So I will write it here. Only one point. Then you have a line intersecting a circle in 2 points. Now if you have a circle and there is a line who is intersecting circle in 2 points, that line will be called as secant. Clear? Next we have a circle can have dash parallel tangents. अब अगर ये circle है, यहाँ पे एक tangent है और उसके parallel draw करना है तो एक ही parallel बनेगा. Means in all there can be 2 parallel tangents at the most. So you will write 2 parallel tangents. Next you have the common point of a tangent to a circle and the circle itself is called as point of contact. तो जहाँ पे circle और tangent touch हो रहे हैं, so that point is known as point of contact. Is that clear? Let's take our question number 3, which says a tangent PQ at a point of a circle with radius 5 cm. So I'll draw a circle with radius 5. This is PQ. Sorry. At point P, radius. This is, I will not put P here. I'll better put O here. O is the center. And P I'll put it here. And from here there's one tangent. So this is your tangent. At a tangent PQ at a point P of a circle, radius 5 cm. So if this OP is the radius, it will be 5 units, 5 cm. Okay. And a point Q so that OQ is 12 cm. OQ. So if I join OQ, my OQ is given as 12 cm. Now my dear kids, you should know now that एक रेडियस और टेंजेंट के बीच में रिलेशन क्या होता है. If this is radius, this is tangent, then they are perpendicular to each other. So that means this is 90 degree. So once you got that OPQ is a right angle triangle, can you not use the Pythagoras theorem to find PQ? Yes. How we will find? We will write OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. Put the values and you have 12 square is equal to 5 square plus PQ square. And from there you will get the value of PQ. Clear? Next you have draw a circle and 2 lines parallel to a given line such that one is tangent and one is secant. Okay. If I take this as a circle, अगर मैं ये tangent draw कर रही हूँ which is touching circle at a single point, then अगर parallel line यहाँ पे मैं draw करूँगी which is cutting your circle at 2 points. So this will be your secant and this will be your tangent. Clear? Let's start with our next, that is 10.2. In that question number 1 to 3, you have to choose the correct option. But for choosing the correct option also, you have to solve and see. In your first, it is given from a point Q. The length of tangent to a circle is 24. So if I am drawing this as a circle, this is point Q and this is a tangent from Q which is touching circle at P, and this is a center O. So this will be your radius. Okay, this will be your tangent and this I will join it. Let's see what all things are given to you. You have been given the length of a tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter. So PQ is 24 given to you, and the distance of Q from the center, that is OQ, is given to you 25. So my dear kids, no doubt you can solve this by Pythagoras and get your answer for the radius, that is OP. Yes? Shall we jump on to our next, in which we have in figure 10.11. Okay. Then we have if TP and TQ are two tangents. Okay, now I'll draw a figure. From point T, there are two tangents coming to a circle from point T. Okay. Okay, so here and here. Okay, I'll mark this as P, I'll mark this as Q. Further it says TP and TQ are two tangents to a circle with center O. So I'll mark this as center O. So that angle POQ is 110. POQ, this is your central angle, and this is given as 110 degree. And then what will be angle PTQ? So this angle you have to find, PTQ. Let's see what we can do here. Angle PTQ you have to find. Now my dear kids, as I said you previously, the radius and the tangent are perpendicular to each other. So can I say, if I am taking a quadrilateral OPTQ, in that angle O plus angle P plus angle Q plus angle T will be equal to 360. Out of that, you have O as 110, P as 90, Q as 90. Can you not find with T? Yes, we can find with angle T. Perfect. Let's come on to our next problem, which says if tangents PA and PB from a point P to a circle. So I'll draw a circle first, and I'll draw from point P two tangents PA and PB. So this is your PA and PB. Let's mark the center as O. So it will be are inclined to each other at an angle of 80. Now these two tangents PA and PB are inclined at an angle of 80. That means angle APB is equal to 80 degree. So can I mark here 80 degree? Yes. And now you have to find POA. So I will just join this POA and I will join this. Shall we begin now? Okay. POA. This angle you have to find, and this angle. No, only this angle you have to find. Now my dear kids, for finding angle POA, that is your this angle POA. This angle, first I will prefer to find the entire central angle. So that will go, again we will take the same in quadrilateral APBO, angle A plus angle P plus angle B plus angle O is equal to 360. You know that angle A and B are 90 degree and P is given to you as 80 degree. So from there, my dear kids, can you find the central angle O? Yes, so you can get central angle O, that is, I'll write the full name rather, it will be angle AOB. So angle AOB will be equal to 100. Once you got that, what you can do is, now you can take two triangles. In triangle AOP and triangle BOP, let's make them congruent. Can we say angle A is equal to angle B if you want to take it? Yes. Can I say side AO is equal to side BO, radius of same circles? Can I also say OP or OP is equal to OP, common side? So by RHS, your two triangles are congruent. Once you got these two triangles congruent, you can take angle AOP equal to angle BOP. Yes? So I will write angle AOP is equal to angle BOP by CPCT. Am I correct with this? Once I got two angles same, can I keep them as x and x? So that will be 2x. But angle AOB, I got it as 100. So can I write 2x is equal to 100? From there, I will get the value of x as 50. So that is AOP is equal to 50 degree. Clear with this? In your next you have prove that the tangents drawn at the end of a diameter of a circle are parallel. मतलब अगर आप एक सर्कल बना रहे हो, उसका एक डायमीटर है और उसके एंड पे, डायमीटर के एंड पे आप दो टेंजेंट्स बना रहे हो, सो यू हैव टू प्रूव दैट दीज टू टेंजेंट्स आर पैरेलल. So for that, first I have drawn a circle, I have made a diameter, ठीक है, and once I made the diameter, then I also made your tangents which are crossing through the end points of your diameter. Got? Okay. Now if you notice, both the radii, if this is a center, both radii AO and BO are perpendicular. As I always say, the radius are perpendicular to the tangent. So if they are perpendicular, that means you have the co-interior angles, and the co-interior angles between two parallel lines, if they make up 180, if they are supplementary, then these lines will be parallel, and hence you can say that PQ is parallel to RS. Your next is prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. Okay, let me first draw a circle. So I'll draw a circle here with center O, and I'll draw a tangent which touches, I'll draw a tangent here which touches at P. Okay, this tangent I'll name this as AB. Now you can notice that सो प्रूफ क्या करना है यहाँ पे कि अगर मैं एक परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ कर रही हूँ टेंजेंट के ऊपर, तो इट विल क्रॉस थ्रू द सेंटर. ठीक है, सो हाउ वी विल प्रूव इट, लेट्स सी. आई विल ऑल्सो ड्रॉ, सपोज इफ आई ड्रॉ another line which is parallel to AB, which is passing through O, and I'll name this as CD. Okay, it is a straight line, it is parallel to tangent now. And suppose if I say that this perpendicular is here Q, so in a way I have to prove that PQ, it passes through O. I have to prove that Q and O are same. So how I'll go for it? Let's see. Can you see that PQ intersects CD I have made little changes. I have just PQ is a line I have made and it intersects CD at R. So you can see there's a nice triangle ORP here. Okay, and if this CD and AB are parallel lines, so can I say ORP, that means your this angle ORP is equal to RPA, this angle? Yes. Now RPA can be taken as 90 degree because we have assumed that PQ is perpendicular. So we will go for RPA as 90 degree. Once I got angle RPA, I have assumed that this is 90 degree. Can I say angle ORP also 90? Now, can I say angle ROP plus OPA is equal to 180 degree because they are co-interior angles? ROP and OPA, I have taken these two angles, is equal to 180. Now OPA is also 90. So I will take ROP plus OPA, I will take 90 is equal to 180. I got angle ROP is equal to 90. Now my dear kids, you will notice that in triangle ORP, we have two right angles, 290 degrees. You have ORP also 90 degree. You have ROP also 90 degree. Since this condition is impossible, so we will take that the assumption which we have taken, the thing which we have taken, that QP here. QP is nothing but it is equal to PO. So QP and PO are same. So that means the perpendicular which is drawn at the tangent will be passing through the center only. Yes. Next we have the length of a tangent from a point A. So I will draw a circle. Okay, I'll take A outside because we are drawing a tangent. And the length of a tangent from point A at a distance of 5 cm from the center. From center, this A point is 5 cm. Find the radius. You have to find the radius. That means you have to find OB. And you have been given the distance of AB as 4 cm. The length of tangent is 4 cm and the distance of center from the point of tangent outside, it is 5 cm. And we know it is a right angle triangle. So by Pythagoras theorem, I hope you can do it. Next we have two concentric circles. So I will draw two concentric circles with the same center. Are of radii 5 and 3. So can I mark this as 5? The outer radius, the bigger radius, and this will be 3. Okay, find the length of chord. Okay, rather than marking this 3, I'll take, this is the center, this complete will be 5. I'll mark it black, the outer radius, and I'll mark it blue, the inner radius. This is 3. Can we do like that? Find the length of a chord of a larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Now, larger circle, if I join this AB will be called as chord for the larger circle. But the same AB will be called as tangent of the smaller circle because it's touching at one point. Yes? Got my point? How we will find, if I name this as M, this is O, how we will find AB? Let's do it. My dear kids, we know very well this is a right angle triangle. So you have hypotenuse in your hand, you have perpendicular in your hand, you have to find the value of AM. So we will go for Pythagoras. OA square is equal to OM square plus AM square. From there I will get the value of AM. Now once I got the value of AM, I will double it to find AB. So I will say 2AM will be equal to AB. So AM will be half of AB and AB will be double of AM. Why? Because if AB is a chord of the bigger circle, then we have a property that in a circle, if perpendicular is drawn from the center to any chord, it will divide the chord in two equal halves. That means if OM is perpendicular to AB, which is chord of the bigger circle, it will divide the chord AB into AM and MB, which will be of equal length. That means AM will be equal to MB. So once you find the value of AM, अगर उसका डबल कर दोगे तो आपको पूरा AB आ जाएगा. Clear with this? God bless.